I didn't realize I was becoming that guy, You know the one. The older guy who thinks he's still got it, but doesn't see what everyone else sees, someone out of touch. Clinging to youth, trying too hard. It wasn't always like this. I was confident, grounded, in control. But somewhere along the way, I started making subtle mistakes. The kind younger women notice immediately, and hate. And it wasn't until I lost someone I really cared about that I understood. There are 7 habits that turn older men from mature and attractive to desperate and cringeworthy. Let me walk you through every single one because I've lived them. 1. Acting like you know everything. It started small. She'd mention a new app, a band or a trend, and I'd say, that stuff's dumb, or worse, you'll grow out of it. I thought I was being wise. I thought I was offering perspective. But what she heard was condescension. Younger women don't mind that you're older. They mind when you use your age to belittle their experience, like your way is the only way. Confidence is attractive. Arrogance, that's just noise. Point 2. Trying too hard to be cool. One night, I showed up wearing sneakers I saw on a influencer, skinny jeans, a graphic tee. I even slicked my hair like it was 2009. She looked me up and down and said, "Are you going through something?" That's when it hit me. Trying to imitate her world didn't make me relatable. It made me invisible. Real maturity isn't about pretending you're 25. It's about owning who you are and letting your calm presence speak louder than trends. 3. Talking about how young she is every time I brought up our age gap, even jokingly. I thought I was addressing the elephant in the room. You're probably too young to remember this. You make me feel old. I could be your big brother. I thought I was being playful, but over time, she withdrew. Because what I thought was clever made her feel small, like she didn't belong in the conversation. If you constantly remind someone of their inexperience, don't be surprised when they look for someone who DORSN single quotes to 4. Showing off wealth or status. I once picked her up in my new car and made sure she noticed the leather. I took her to a 5-star restaurant, not because she wanted it, but because I thought I had to impress her. She didn't say anything that night, but later she told me, "You don't have to perform. I liked you better when you were just real." Here's the truth, younger women can see through it. They don't want to feel like a trophy, or like you're buying their attention. Be generous, be grounded. Not flashy. 5. Acting bitter about the dating world. I'd complain about how women today don't appreciate good men. I'd rant about how things used to be, and I didn't notice that every time I did, I sounded like a warning. She once asked me, "Do you even like women?" That one stung, I realized. Negativity, especially about women, makes you look jaded, not wise. A man who carries bitterness is unattractive, no matter his age. 6. Rushing the relationship. I started planning weekends away after 3 dates. I hinted at settling down before we really knew each other. Why? Because I thought my time mattered more. Because I was scared she'd lose interest if I didn't lock it in. But what I didn't understand is this. Younger women don't want to feel like you're dragging them into your timeline. They want to feel chosen, not cornered. Patience is powerful. Desperation is loud. 7. Thinking age alone makes you highfalutin one's hard to admit. Somewhere deep down, I believed I was the prize just because I was older, more stable, more experienced. But value doesn't come from your birth certificate. It comes from your presence, your emotional depth, your self-mastery. She didn't care that I had a career or a mortgage. She cared whether I listened, whether I learned, whether I could grow. And when I didn't. She left. Closing scene. Reflective tone. Looking back now, I realize being an older man doesn't automatically make you attractive. In fact, it can work against you if you carry these habits. But when you let go of ego, when you stop performing, when you lead with calm strength and grounded truth, that's when you become the kind of man who doesn't chase attention. He commands it, not because he's older, but because he's wiser.